Welcome back to another video, guys. Today we're going to be discussing the many different walking tours that you can do to see and experience different parts of Lima. If you are new to my channel, my name is Stef and I love giving people travel advice on all things Peru and Peruvian culture. If you want to do walking tours of Lima, then there are a handful of free walking tour companies or organizations that you can reach out to, as well as like paid walking tours that you can do with personal guides that are marketing their services for this. In today's video, I want to discuss the free walking tours that you can sign up for when you go to the official tourist information centers located in Miraflores. First and foremost, as of August 2023, there are currently only 2 tourist information centers, and they're both located in Miraflores. The first one is located on Avenida Diagonal, which is basically at the end of Diagonal Street. It's at the end of the corner of where Parque Kennedy is. And then the other is located just a few minutes walking distance away on Avenida Jose Larco. And you can sign up for these walking tours or any other tours that they promote at either of these locations. All of these walking tours are free. However, it is highly encouraged that you do tip them at the end of your tour because this is how they make their money. If you happen to catch the vlog style video that I did of my brother's trip to Peru, I'll link it up here for you to watch afterwards. But we did 2 of the walking tours during my brother's time here. We did the historical center tour as well as the Miraflores walking tour. Free walking tours offers 4 different types of walking tours. So like I just said, you can do a walking tour of the historical center, you can do a walking tour of the district of Miraflores, you can do a walking tour of the district of Barranco as well, and you can do a walking tour of the central market, which is the Foodie walking tour, and it gives you an opportunity to taste different exotic fruits. Now, even though this says free walking tours daily, that doesn't mean that all the walking tours are available every single day. The reason for this is that because of the pandemic, it really affected the tourism industry significantly here in Peru, and especially the Lima walking tours, because again, these people make their living from the tips. So because they didn't have as many people coming in as they used to, they had to cut back on some of the guides and to rearrange the walking tour schedule so that it could be more sustainable for them right now based on the number of guides that they currently have and the current demand. So that said, currently the historical center and the Miraflores walking tour are available every single day. Okay, the historical center tour starts at 10:45 a.m. every day, and you meet in the tourist information centers in Miraflores for all of these tours. And then the Miraflores walking tour starts at 3:30 p.m. every day as well, okay? The walking tour for the district of Barranco or the Central Market walking tour, the Foodie walking tour, is from Tuesday through Saturday, okay? So they're not available on Sunday and Monday, so keep that in mind. The Foodie walking tour or the Central Market walking tour starts at 10 a.m. Tuesday through Saturday, and the Barranco walking tour starts at 5:20 p.m., although it's kind of closer to 6, but I'll get more into that into my official video that I'm going to do specifically on the Barranco walking tour and the Foodie walking tour. So stay tuned for that. If you haven't subscribed yet already, be sure to subscribe so you can watch those videos when they're out. Each tour lasts between 2 to 3 hours, but most of them are around the 3-hour mark. And I really recommend that you arrive 5 minutes before the tour actually starts, or at the very minimum, like right on time, because you might potentially get left behind if you're just even a minute late. And you're going to find out about that when I share with you the video on my Foodie walking tour. In a nutshell though, if your group isn't that big and they're not waiting around for people to finish using the bathroom or to come back to the group to take off altogether, then chances are, because the group is small and it's manageable, they're going to leave immediately. So you need to make sure that you're there on time so that you don't get left behind, because it might be challenging for you to try to find them later on, especially if you're not familiar with your surroundings. You might not understand or really know clearly where you need to go exactly to try to catch up to them. Overall, I really enjoyed the walking tours that I did with Free Lima Walking Tour group. The guides were really nice and knowledgeable. I did 3 out of 4 of my tours with the guide Susana, and one of them with, I forgot her name, maybe like Natalie or something like that. They were both really nice and knowledgeable. Susana Sana especially was super warm and easy to talk to. When you go on these walking tours, be sure to take some extra cash in addition to the tip that you plan on giving the guides, because you'll need extra cash for the transportation. So the guide will tell you at the start of the tour before you guys actually take off to give them 3 soles 20 is probably the amount they're going to ask you for, or maybe 150 depending on where you're going. They're going to ask you for money to be able to pay for the bus to get to wherever you need to get to, and you're going to need money to get back to wherever you need to get back to. So you'll need money for the transportation, money for the tip, and then you'll need extra money for any extra little things that you buy along the way. So depending on what your tour is, maybe you'll need money for souvenirs. Like for example, when I did the Miraflores walking tour with my brother, we went to the Mercado Indio to get some souvenirs, and my brother ended up getting these like really expensive gold kind of plated little special glass things for like alcohol or whatever, and those things were like almost 200 soles or something over 200 soles, so that was like $70 or something like that, and he didn't have that cash on him, but he paid with his card, right? Because we weren't expecting to spend that kind of money, like what? So that's what happened on that occasion. When I did the Foodie walking tour, for example, our guide had us stop at different local stands or whatever to try different desserts and things that they were talking to us about. So the people, stopped for a moment and paid for that. And then when I did the Barranco walking tour, I ended up buying some ice cream for 10 soles. So it's just all these extra little things that you might need extra money for, depending on the weather, but especially if you're coming during the summer and you're doing these walking tours during the summertime here in Lima, I would definitely suggest that you wear a hat, maybe even a light jacket to protect your arms, have lotion on you, because the sun here is really intense and you will get burned fast. I don't know what is going on with the sky here, but I get sunburned and I try to avoid the sun in the summer here because it's just really intense. So if you're walking around in the summer, you definitely will need some sunblock, maybe a light jacket to protect yourself from getting sunburned, and a hat as well. That's basically it on the walking tours that you can find here in Lima. If you're excited about doing the walking tour, let me know down in the comments below. I'll leave free Lima walking tour group information in the description of this video. So their Instagram, their email, the stuff that they have here, I'll drop it down there for you to be able to reach out to them in case you need to. When I message them on Instagram just to coordinate certain things and just see what's available when, etc., they usually take about a day or two to get back to me. So make sure that you're reaching out to them with enough time and that you have enough time to kind of go back and forth with them as needed. So maybe like a week before you actually decide to do this, in case you're uncertain of certain things or you have additional questions. So that way you're not waiting to the last minute to hear from them and you're able to get all the information that you need. If you enjoyed today's video, please give this video a thumbs up, as that lets me know that this video helped you today, and it also helps me to grow my account and reach more people with this valuable information. If you have any comments, questions, insights that you want to share with me down in the comments below, please feel free to do so. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet already. To stay in touch with me, you can follow me on Instagram and TikTok as Evolving with Stef. And as always, stay curious, keep exploring, keep traveling, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.